Hey guys, Jordan here with 5-minute messages tonight. We're going to continue our look at the I am statements of Jesus. We're going to be in John chapter 8, verse 12, where Jesus says, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. And so this statement comes as Jesus is kind of going on his way teaching people. I mean, that's just what he did on a regular basis. He went along his way and taught people, right? And so I want you to see in this, again, as I pointed out before, that Jesus makes absolute statements. He says, whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. He's telling you what life will be like if you follow him, okay? So light and darkness are opposites of each other, and the things that come with following Jesus practically, on a practical basis, are opposite, right? Light is practically opposite of darkness. They can't be the same thing. So let's think about this practically, what light does. As a father, sometimes I've had to kind of walk through a room in the dark as to not wake up, my kids, whether they were really little or they were tired, whatever the case may be. More than likely, there's something on the floor. And walking in the dark opens me up to the dangers of what's on the floor, right? I have, the stereotypical stepped on Legos. I punctured my foot once on a Hot Wheels helicopter. And if I had just turned the light on, if I had allowed the light to expose those dangers, then that wouldn't have happened. Practically another time that I think of, anytime I think of being in the light, is when I've been in the backcountry in the Rockies in Colorado, miles from an actual bathroom, and I wake up in my tent and need to use the restroom in the middle of the night, and we're deep in the wilderness, and almost every time I think, I don't need this headlamp, I'm going to turn this light off. It's bright enough out here, and then I hear a twig crack or something, and I immediately turn that light back on. I need that light again. All of a sudden, that light exposes any possible dangers around me. Right? Light exposes darkness. It exposes what is bad in the darkness. It pushes back the darkness, and it exposes what is bad in it. And when we follow the light, it exposes what's dark in our lives, right? Because when we follow what Jesus says, when we begin to try to be like Jesus, when we follow his example as believers, then the dark things in our life are brought into the light, and they're exposed. And the dark things around us are exposed. Maybe it's people, maybe it's old habits, maybe it's things that we've done that we know we shouldn't, but they're exposed, right? And as we walk in that light, and as we allow the light of Christ, who is the light of the world, to reflect off of us into the world, then that gives us the opportunity to not only reflect the light, make Jesus known to those around us with our actions, but also with our words. Because if we only do it with our actions, that falls short. We have to tell people why we're behaving this way, why we're different, why there's a light about us sometimes they can even tangibly perceive. And that is that Jesus Christ saved me from death, that Jesus Christ came into my life and rescued me from the penalty of my sin, that he died on the cross as a payment for my sin so that I could know him, so that I could know life, so I could know everything that's opposite of darkness, so I could know peace, so I could know joy, so I could know just all the good things that come with that. Now, does that mean that it's always going to be happy and sunshine? No, but with Christ, you can know those things truly. And outside of him, you can't truly know the light. Thanks, guys.